Hey YouTubers, this is Psychic Medium Dan coming to you from psychicmediumdan.com. So, this is your readings for July 2016. And again, these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone. If you want a more personalized reading, visit my website, psychicmediumdan.com, where you can book a personal reading with me. And once you're on the website, click on Book Online. It'll take you to my page, my scheduling page. Make sure you read all of my policies so you understand how I work. At the very bottom, once you scroll down, you have to enter any promo code. Well, you don't have to, but if you have a promo code, enter it right there. And you can get up to $10 off by subscribing to my newsletter on my website. So right at the front page, bottom right-hand corner, you sign up for my newsletter. That's where the details are. But for the scheduling page, you select the service. I have 45-minute sessions, 20-minute sessions, and then you click your time zone, and voila, all my availability is right there, according to your time zone. Once that's sent, you will receive an invoice from me from the Body and Mind Wellness Spa. So that's my company. You will receive an invoice from there, and invoices just have to be paid by 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time, the time you get the invoice. So that day you get the invoice. So keep an eye out for that. A lot of times they go into the spam folder. So other than that, I wish you guys the best during this month, and let's move on with your reading. Hey Aquarius, this is Psychic Medium Dan coming to you with your July 2016 reading. I was going to say 2014. I'm going to be using a new deck, the Shadowscape Tarot. Someone had mentioned it to me, and I ordered it a while ago, but I haven't had a chance to use it. And just like any other deck, I don't know the meanings of the cards. I just go with intuition. I basically use them as guidance to speed up my own intuition. So, without further ado, I kept looking at this thing. Under the deck was the Wheel of Fortune. So, let's get started with your reading. And let me actually move the camera so you guys see. That's basically how I lay out the cards. There's no specific order. It's 8 cards, and whatever comes, comes. So, your cards are the 7 of Wands, the Lovers, Judgment, 6 of Wands, Justice, 2 of Cups, the High Priestess, and then the Death card. So the first one that caught my attention was the Lovers card. And then underneath it was the 2 of Cups. Those were the 2 things that caught my attention, as well as the Judgment card. And I'm looking at the Judgment card, and the first thing that comes to my head is a decision was made. A decision was made, and this has to be in terms of love. I know a couple of you guys, my spirit guides just said that you guys been waiting for someone to come from the past. For a couple of you guys, this person has come into the past, from the past. For a couple of you guys, there is some delay. Like these people, you guys are not aligning. One's further ahead than the other. And for those of you who did not have this person from the past come back, and I'm going with the fire sign because I see the 6 of Wands here and the 7 of Wands. So, and it's almost like you guys been going back and forth with this person. Maybe not even communicating, but it's been you've been going back and forth with yourselves, trying to figure out, do you move on, do you not move on? And for those of you guys, I feel like it's the time to make a decision to move on is here. In order for you to be happy and be successful and triumph when it comes in terms of love, I feel like there has to be this disconnect between that past person from the past, so you can allow someone else to come in. Because I see, and I'm saying that because of the Death card, there is new beginnings coming your way. There are new possibilities coming in terms of new people in regards to love, I guess. So be prepared for that. I know sometimes it's hard to let go of someone because of the feelings. However, they're making me feel like it's only holding you back. And for those other ones who this person from the past has come back, I feel like it's going to be a bumpy road. However, it is going to be successful. And I feel like a lot of you guys maybe have had this person already contact you within the last week or so. So towards the end of June already. So keep an eye out for that. If they haven't contacted you yet, there is still a possibility. It's very there's only a few people that applies to, though. It's more of start figuring out how to balance your life, how to get a sense of relief and be able to move forward, if that makes any sense. So there is love coming in. There is this, from now until the end of the year, it's going to be a pretty good, crazy month for you guys. There is going to be a couple people coming into this month, into this picture. For people coming in, I do sense September, October is going to be a good month for new people to come into your life. I just keep hearing, get out there, go out, meet different people, try something that you would normally never do. And you'll start seeing that like with the Wheel of Fortune, energy is going to start shifting. And you have a good ending of the year, so there is triumph. You are going to get there. So keep going. Don't let this person that you have feelings for, who has not aligned with you and come back, stop you from that. Because I feel like a lot of you guys, there's some almost like being held hostage. And with this High Priestess card right here, I just looked at that, and it's almost like you gotta just let go. Set yourself free. Set yourself free and be who you are, be happy, and allow everything that you deserve to come to your life. And a couple other things for you guys. I feel like there might have been a little bit chaos in terms of work. I don't know if I'm feeling like it's a younger person there's jealousy in terms of a younger person, maybe wanting your job, wanting to make you look bad. I'm getting that sense for a couple of you Aquariuses. Keep an eye out for that, and do not, they're almost making me feel like you do not want to let that affect you personally and your performance at work. I feel like you really don't let it, but at the end of the day, a couple times you start questioning yourself. It's like, do I really have to deal with this? I really don't. I want to find a new job and stuff like that. I feel like for a couple of you guys are set, and for a couple of other of you guys, there is new job possibilities coming up. Especially, I'm getting a couple of you guys are going to start your own businesses. I feel like you're going to begin them now, or you're going to start planning them. If not, you had already started them, and now they're really going to start taking off starting in July. So be prepared for that. I feel a couple new hires are going to come in if you do have your own company. I feel like the work is going to keep increasing, and eventually you're going to reach a point where you're going to have to hire quite a few people. So be prepared for that, because it's going to be a tough time, because you have to learn how to trust that everything's going to fall into place. Because a lot of times when I'm getting this, they're making me feel like you don't trust that it's going to be enough. Like you're going to have enough to pay payroll. You're going to have enough to pay the bills for the company. So keep an eye out for that if you do have your own business. Because once you let that go and you start beginning to trust, it's all going to be smooth sailing from there. So just weigh out what's going on. Weigh out the pros and cons when it comes to hiring people. I feel like you don't want to rush into that. And for those of you guys who are looking for jobs or looking to make a career shift, I feel like there is an ending, there isn't a beginning. There is going to be those possibilities for you guys to travel. A couple of you guys, in terms of jobs, I feel like there is a move. It's whether it be you getting a new job or you having to relocate because your spouse got another job. And I feel like this job is far away, like it's in a different state. So be prepared for that. And I feel like a lot of you guys have to get in the sense of you got to let yourself free. You got to not be hostage, hold yourself hostage when it comes in terms of money. I know a lot of times we want to save. However, I don't want to say don't over save, but don't just make that your priority. Make yourself, how can I put this? Like, I'm trying to make sense of what's coming in. They're making me feel like, yes, savings is a priority. However, don't just it's like, I'm going to save. And then you get to do nothing for yourself. Even if you go out, don't spend any money or spend like $10 There's a lot of different things. You guys can go hiking, go out for walks, go out to um, zoos. That type of stuff does not cost really much money. It's fun. You get to connect. You get to be able to enjoy yourself and have a great time. So really focus on that. And for a couple of you guys, I'm getting the sense of pay attention to your finances big time this month, because I feel like it's a new beginning, and I feel for a lot of you guys, you really have to start addressing the issue of debt. For a couple of you guys, whether it be student loans, mortgages, car payments, whatever it is, they're making me feel like you have to sit down or you're going to be sitting down during the month of July and really paying attention of what's going on, what is going on with your finances, how much is really coming in and how much is really going out. Because I feel like there is a lot of unnecessary spending going on that you might want to address so you can begin to start paying those loans down. So I really feel like that's going to start during this month of July, where you really start looking at your finances and you're going to start saying, is this a need or is it a want? And what I'm getting the sense, like, once you start doing that, it's going to shift. You're going to start moving forward. You're going to start paying down that debt, and you're going to be so much happier. So there is going to be a lot going on during this month of July. Be prepared. So don't get discouraged, because I know a lot of times many things start happening, and sometimes there's stuff that's out of our control, but most of it, I feel like it's going to be positive for you guys. And whoever's getting married, that's also a thing, or someone's going to be proposed to. There is a marriage, and I also saw a birth of a child. So any Aquariuses that just found out that they were pregnant, or they're expecting, and the due date is July, I feel like that's gonna, for a couple of you guys, I feel like you're gonna be caught off guard out of the blue. I just saw, like, you're expecting one, but boom, you got twins type of situation. So your guidance card from your angels was cleanse and detox, and all I heard was, one of my guides was just, it's like, hey, that's what they got last month or the month before. They're saying that they said that's a repeat. So a lot of you guys are intuitive, and you got to be able to focus on yourself. And then the other one, the love card, was attraction. So for the cleanse and detoxify, again, do a salt bath, sea salt bath, basically 1 pound or 2 cups of sea salt in warm water. Stay in there, sink yourself in, your nose be the only thing that's sticking out, and just focus, see a white light surrounding you, and see all this negative going down the drain. And sit there for like 20 minutes. It's usually at 20 minutes. As soon as it starts getting brighter and brighter and brighter in terms of the light, then you know you're good to go. That also starts filling in any gaps that you have within your aura. And in terms of attraction, I feel like there is attraction from this person from the past. The attraction is still there. However, you guys are not aligning. So and this goes through whoever did not come back from the past. This feels like there is a strong attraction between you, except you're here, they're here, and you're up here. And they're really slow to get up here. And I feel like they're in denial. They know what they want, however, they don't know how to express their feelings. They don't know how to how to deal with everybody talking about them. It's almost like there is this huge sense of pride, and they don't want to get out of their comfort zone. So definitely move on and be open to meeting all these new people, because the attraction for these new people is going to be strong for you guys. So be prepared for that. And for some odd reason, they said to pull up another card, energy work. So that was, again, a couple of you guys if you guys are considering maybe doing energy work for yourself, or maybe taking a class, maybe taking a Reiki class, or an energy healing class, so you guys can start doing it. I highly encourage you guys to do it, because I feel like a lot of you guys, this could be a small business, this could be that hobby where you guys can start making extra money. So definitely reach out to a couple different Reiki practitioners or energy healers who give classes on how to develop as a healer, and I encourage that because a lot of people out there could definitely use the help. I know there's not enough of us, so keep an eye out for different opportunities when it comes to that, because a lot of you Aquariuses are very intuitive, and I feel like you would benefit and you would grow definitely more spiritually when it comes to that. Other than that, I wish you the best this month, and again, these were general readings, so they may not resonate with everybody. If you want a more in-depth reading, visit my website, www.psychicmediumdan.com, and once you're there, you're going to click on Book Online, and it'll take you to my scheduling page. You select whatever reading you want, you select your time zone, and then it basically gives you my whole entire schedule based on your time zone. Make sure you put any promo codes you have on there, or else you're going to have to, you'll get an invoice for the full amount. So again, I wish you guys the best, and I will see you back in August. Thanks, Aquarius. Bye-bye.